The city that vanished without a trace, where more than 100 souls disappeared, leaving behind only silence and one haunting clue. In the late 1500s, more than 100 English settlers built a colony on the edge of the New World. Then, without warning, they vanished. No bodies, no clear answers, just a single carved word: CROATOAN. This is the true story of Roanoke Colony, the city that vanished without a trace. The Roanoke Colony began as part of England's dream to expand into the New World. In 1587, over 115 men, women, and children arrived on Roanoke Island, off modern-day North Carolina. Unlike earlier expeditions, this was not just soldiers or explorers. This was a community with families determined to build a life. The leader, John White, envisioned fertile fields, trade with indigenous tribes, and a stronghold for England in America. But from the start, supplies were scarce, relations with local tribes were uneasy, and storms threatened their survival. Still, these settlers built homes and clung to hope, believing they were pioneers of a new future. They had no idea their fate would become one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history. Life in Roanoke quickly became harsher than the settlers had imagined. Food supplies dwindled, and attempts to farm the sandy coastal soil proved difficult. Many relied on fragile trade with local tribes, but tensions grew when misunderstandings led to violence. The settlers had brought little knowledge of surviving the wilderness, unlike the indigenous peoples who thrived there for centuries. Disease, insects, and the brutal coastal storms further drained their hope. Morale sank, and whispers of failure began spreading among the colonists. In this fragile situation, their leader John White made the difficult decision to return to England, promising to bring back supplies and reinforcements as quickly as possible. He left behind not just the settlers, but his own newborn granddaughter, the first English child born in America. In August 1587, John White sailed back to England, determined to return swiftly with food, tools, and more settlers. But fate intervened. England was consumed by war with Spain, and every available ship was called to defend against the Spanish Armada. White's pleas to return to Roanoke were denied again and again. What was meant to be a brief journey stretched into years. As months turned into 3 long years, the colonists were left stranded, with no ships arriving, no word from home, and dwindling chances of survival. Meanwhile, John White's guilt grew unbearable. He had left behind not only a community, but also his daughter and granddaughter, unsure if they were alive or dead. The mystery was already taking shape. Finally, in 1590, John White secured passage back to Roanoke. He imagined the settlers rushing to greet him, children running to the shore, smoke rising from chimneys. Instead, he found silence. The settlement was deserted. Houses were dismantled, not destroyed, suggesting they had not been attacked but left intentionally. There were no signs of a massacre, no graves, no bodies. The only clue was carved into a wooden post: CROATOAN. White interpreted this as a sign that the colonists had relocated to CROATOAN Island, home of allied indigenous people. But storms forced his ships away before he could investigate. He never saw the settlers or his family again. Their disappearance became a puzzle that has haunted historians for centuries. The word CROATOAN wasn't random. It pointed to CROATOAN Island, now called Hatteras Island, where the friendly CROATOAN tribe lived. John White believed the colonists had moved there, perhaps seeking safety and food. Yet storms forced his ships to retreat before he could confirm. Historians still debate this moment. Had the colonists peacefully integrated with the CROATOAN people, or was the word a desperate sign left in haste? Some even argue it was a misleading clue carved under pressure. That single word remains one of history's most frustrating breadcrumbs, a hint, but never a full answer. Among those missing was Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas and granddaughter of John White. Her disappearance transformed into legend. Some say she grew up among indigenous tribes, living a full life. Others claim she died during famine or conflict. Later folklore turned her into a ghostly figure, the White Doe. Cursed to wander the forests of Carolina, Virginia became a symbol of lost innocence and hope. For centuries, poets and storytellers used her name to mourn what might have been, a thriving colony that never survived. The mystery of her fate still adds an emotional pull to Roanoke's haunting silence. One of the most plausible theories is grim. The settlers starved. Records show food was scarce even before John White left. With no supply ships, poor harvests, and tense relations with tribes, desperation must have grown unbearable. Colonists may have split into small groups, scattering across the region in search of food. Some could have perished in the wilderness. Others may have begged for aid from neighboring tribes. Archaeologists have found evidence of broken tools and makeshift survival efforts, hinting at their struggle. The Roanoke settlers likely faced the harshest reality of colonization. Without outside help, survival was nearly impossible. Relations with indigenous tribes were always fragile. While some groups offered trade, others resented the settlers' presence. Historians believe tensions could have turned violent. English accounts mention clashes even before White's departure. Without his leadership, hostility may have escalated. Some colonists might have been killed in skirmishes, while others were possibly absorbed into tribes as captives or allies. Oral histories from local tribes mention encounters with pale-skinned people who seemed different, suggesting the colonists' bloodlines may have survived in unexpected ways. Still, no definitive evidence has confirmed this theory, leaving it one of the many haunting possibilities. Another theory blames Spain. At the time, Spain and England were bitter rivals. Spanish forces had already attacked other English settlements in the Americas. Some historians argue that Spanish raiders may have discovered and destroyed Roanoke as part of their campaign to stop England's expansion. Yet, there's no archaeological evidence of burned structures or mass graves, only dismantled homes, suggesting an orderly departure. If Spain had struck, why leave no trace of battle? Still, the shadow of international conflict adds a layer of political intrigue to the colonists' disappearance, reminding us they were pawns in a much larger struggle for global dominance. One of the greatest challenges in solving Roanoke's mystery is the lack of written records. Aside from John White's notes, little survives. Colonists may have kept journals, but none were ever found. If they documented their struggles, those pages are lost to time. This silence deepens the enigma. We know their beginning, but not their end. Modern archaeology has uncovered intriguing hints. At Hatteras Island, artifacts like English tools and gun parts were found among indigenous settlements, suggesting some colonists integrated. At Site X on the mainland, pieces of pottery and weapons matched Roanoke's time period. Yet, these finds are fragments, not proof. They whisper of survival but never tell the full story. Some historians raise a darker possibility. Starvation drove the colonists to cannibalism. Similar evidence appeared at Jamestown decades later. Yet, at Roanoke, no bones with cutting marks have been found. Still, the absence of bodies fuels speculation. Did they consume the dead to survive? Or did entire families simply vanish into the wilderness, leaving nothing behind? In recent years, scientists attempted to solve the riddle through DNA testing. Descendants of indigenous groups and later settlers in the Carolinas were studied for English ancestry. Results remain inconclusive. Some hints exist, but no clear genetic trail ties directly to Roanoke. The science is promising, but the mystery still resists resolution, keeping Roanoke in the shadows. Over time, Roanoke became more than a mystery. It became legend. Stories of Virginia Dare as the White Doe, tales of ghostly settlers in the woods, and folklore of curses passed down through generations. These myths blurred history and imagination, keeping the colony alive, not through evidence, but through storytelling. Roanoke was no longer just a lost settlement, it became a symbol of human fragility and curiosity. Why does the mystery of Roanoke endure? Because it asks timeless questions. How do humans face the unknown? What happens when cultures collide? And how fragile are our communities in the face of hunger, conflict, and isolation? Roanoke reminds us that survival is never guaranteed, and that history holds secrets we may never fully uncover. Even today, archaeologists, historians, and adventurers return to Roanoke's story. New digs, DNA studies, and re-examinations of John White's maps keep the mystery alive. Every generation hopes to be the one to solve it. Yet perhaps the true power of Roanoke lies not in answers, but in the questions it leaves us asking. The Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of history's greatest unsolved disappearances. No bones, no graves, no journals, just a single word carved in wood. Did they starve, fight, flee, or thrive hidden among new families? The answer may never be certain, but maybe that's why the story endures. If mysteries like Roanoke captivate you, stay curious, because the past still hides countless secrets waiting to be uncovered.